Hey, Osman, привет!
Привет, how are you?
Как дела?
Хорошо?
За здоровье!
Cheers!
Всем привет! Hi folks, my name is Boris and today my friend Osman from Minneapolis, Minnesota visiting me in my apartment. We're gonna shoot the video about the America, his impressions about America and life in America. Let's go! Please subscribe to my channel to not miss any video. When I speak Russian, I speak very fast.
I see that.
So, Osman, tell about yourself.
Hi, my name is Osman. I'm originally from Djibouti, and I moved to Egypt. I lived there 20 years before I moved to the US. I've been here 4 years. So I lived in Minnesota 3, and I live in Atlanta, I live in Seattle, Washington, I live in Pennsylvania. These are the cities that I like states that I lived in. But there's a lot of cities I visit. I'm a US resident for 4 years.
So you have green card?
Yeah, I do have a green card.
How did you get it?
I came as a refugee here. My mom, she already did the refugee things in Egypt. So when we moved here, they do paper for you. So they give you social security when you move here, like a social security, so you can find a job. And when you come as a refugee, they find a place for you to stay for like 2 months or like 3 months. I can't remember, but they don't make you pay anything, and they give you food stamps. So because you don't have work and you don't speak the language, this is how they treat the refugee.
How about the flight?
The flight, they pay for the flight, but you have to pay for it later. Yeah, but I don't know.
Whole family?
For the whole family, for everyone. They pay the flight for everyone.
And it's from Egypt program or it's US program?
No, it's a US. So it's a US government. I mean US, like a US, I think, or UNICEF. I'm not sure. But the people helping refugee, like because there are a lot of refugees camps in Africa, and there's a lot of refugee people trying to find a better way to live. You know what I mean? So the U.S. government helped them. Not the only U.S. There's a lot of countries help those people. Like there's Canada helping, Australia helping. I don't know about Europe, but I think some country in Europe. I think Switzerland helping because I have a lot of people who move there. Germany for sure, and France. I think France stopped for a long time. They used to help, but not anymore.
But is it all yes, or is it specific state of Minnesota?
No, before we move, they give us 3 days as a, how you say, as the
Trial,
name.
demo?
Yeah, like they show you how the life in America, because you're gonna move there, and they told you what city you're gonna live, you know?
Yes.
So before you come, they already have everything ready for you. They have the place with the furniture, and they have the food stamps, and they show you the school to go learn English, you know? So they are preparing everything. So our first city, it was Seattle, Washington. So we moved there, I think it was August, end of August probably, 2014. I remember it was raining. It was summertime, but it was still raining. Yeah. Seattle was raining. Yeah. So this is the first impression about US. I remember we had a sleepover one night in Miami, because we flew from Italy to Miami, and from Miami to Dallas, and from Dallas to Seattle. It was a lot, like we was flying for 2 days maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a really long trip.
You probably regret that you didn't stop in Miami.
Yeah, we stopped one night, but I promised myself I have to come back here.
Yeah.
It was really amazing. Like the way you seen it from the plane, and the way when I was moving between the shuttle bus to the hotel, you know?
Yeah.
It was really good.
You know, my first city in the US is also Miami.
Miami? Oh, yeah. I love Miami.
Miami is nice. Is there any requirements, maybe, you know, which you have to follow to able to relocate to United States as a refugee?
There's a real refugee as a war refugee, civil war, hunger, like a politics problems, you know? So there's a different type of refugee. Our refugee, it was a civil war. It was my background. So I was doing refugee from Djibouti. I can't go back there because there was a lot of civil war. Probably, yeah, I mean, like till now there's civil war. Like they stopped, but they started again, you know? I have a lot of people came as a refugee. I know a lot of people came as a refugee from Sudan. Sudan have a lot of problem. Kenya too, Somalia. Somalia is like the most, like they have corruption and they have a lot of problem. Of course, hunger too, like because Somalia is really, I don't know.
That's amazing that United States offering that
to people. Yeah, I know, it's good. But like after all that, they have a president now. He don't want to immigrate no one. Like he don't want immigration for anyone. Yeah, he want to build the wall, and he don't like refugee. Like, you know, America built by immigrants.
Yeah.
Everybody here immigrants. If you're not a Native American, so you are immigrants. So it doesn't matter if you're from Kentucky or you're from South Carolina or if you're from Georgia. If you're not Native American, you're not from here. You don't own that place, you know?
Yes. Did you ever feel, by the way, that any American who had special relation with you, like he was not underestimating or saying, hey, you are a refugee, hey, you are some immigrant, any bad word you heard from Americans here?
So for me, like personally, nothing happened to me. Like I never had any kind of, maybe I had, but like I'm kind of, you know, I'm here to find opportunity. I'm not here to make a problem. You know, maybe someone says something, but I was not really into whatever he's saying, so I don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
For me here, because I'm black, so it doesn't matter if you're refugee or not refugee. You're black, so black people here have a problem already.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of discrimination. There's a lot of police brutalities.
So whatever we see in the movies is true?
Not 100% true. As you see here in Chicago, you know, there's a lot of areas there is no cops go there.
Yeah.
Like they don't really care. Like I don't know if they're scared to die or like whatever, you know. And there's a lot of, like, as you say, you know, you remember the area that you work by? They have a like a
Cabrini Green.
Yeah, like a project area. Like this project area, it seems like it's been there for a long time.
Yes.
Before they built it around it.
Yes.
And now they want to take it off.
They want to ruin this old place. And
why they not rebuild it? They make it good for the people living there.
They're gonna make first of all destroy everything and then build the downtown next. Like they're building downtown.
I know, but like why they not gonna just make it for the people living there? These people been there for a long time.
I don't know the story, but I think they're moving people to some other place.
Yeah, like they're forcing people to move. They're not
forcing, but providing them place to move.
Okay, if they're providing that, I don't think it's bad. But like, if you born here and you live here, and someone tell you like just move, it's kind of hard for you. Not everybody can accept it. Like, you know, it's not gonna be like, oh, I'm cool. Let me just go whatever place you want me to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Returning back to my original question, as an immigrant, have you heard anything bad words to your address as an immigrant?
Not really. Nothing happened to me before. Like even here, when they give you food stamps.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know what is food stamps, but when you go to any gas station or not gas station, a gas station, when you go to any grocery store, they don't have no line by themselves. Like, oh, this is the people for, you know, no. And when you swipe in, they don't ask you. They didn't say like, oh, this guy have a food stamps, so they don't like expose you.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't want you to feel maybe some type of way. You know what I mean? So they just. I mean, this is what happened to me. Like I never have any kind of refugee problem before. I don't think so. Yeah.
And I also did not experience any difficulties or any employment difficulties or any kind of discrimination as the immigrant, because I was living already in the United States for 3 years right now. People who are watching my channel know that I'm traveling a lot. I've been living in Miami, Minneapolis, where I met Osman, by the way, California, New York. Now we're living in Chicago, and never, ever, I did not hear anything bad to my address as an immigrant. You've been living in the United States for quite a while, so do I, and you've been moved to United States, so you saw the different world, and now you see the America, how the America lives, and many my subscribers want to move to America. What do you like in America and what you don't like in America?
So what I like here in the US is diversity.
Diversity.
Yeah, so there's a lot of diversity here. It makes you open your mind. If you're open mind person, that will be easy for you to live with people and treat people equal, you know. But if you came with the closed mind from whatever country you want to come from, it's going to be at the beginning hard, but maybe you get used to it with the time, you know, because I know a lot of people, they came from Africa, but they only talk to African people. They don't talk to Americans. They don't talk to like, you know, any kind of other, you know, they just love, you know, they like to comfort zone. They like to be comfort, and they don't want to go out and just see the world and see what happened, you know. But when I was in Egypt, for me, it's not even like, this is not my country. I lived there, so I have to be, you know, I have to like adopt the area around me, you know. So since I was kids, I raised that way. So when I moved to the US, I think I came as open-minded because, you know, now I have a lot of friends from different countries, and I have friends from different race. I have friends from different, how you say, sexuality, you know, like gays or like straight or like bi.
Friends?
Yeah, I have a gays. Yeah,
this is America, right?
Yeah, this is America. Yes, you know.
Nice.
You have to come as open-minded. You cannot be just closed-minded.
So
you know?
if somebody is gay here, that means he is fine to talk with anybody, right? Because in Russia, I think gays are a little discriminated.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the video. I saw a video, social experiment. But like, I mean, so when I was in Egypt, I was closed-minded by these kind of things, you know. Like I never see gay person. So I was like this. I was like, no, if I see gay person, I'll be disgusted, you know.
I see.
I'm not gonna be okay to be cool with him, talk to him, and just, you know, be cool. But like when I moved here, I know people as a person before I know that he's a gay. So I know him as a person, and he was nice dude, and he's funny, and we become friends. And later I know that he's gay, but they didn't change anything. He's still good to me, and I love him, and I still love him. He's a really nice dude. So after that, I opened my mind more and more and more.
So this is what you like in America, diversity, you said?
Yeah, diversity is really great.
Anything else you can highlight in the likes of America?
There's a lot of opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanna.
What kind of opportunity?
Like
jobs?
Jobs, yeah, jobs.
Business?
But like business and jobs. So jobs, if you looking for like you have a education, you have like a, how you say, like you graduate from school or you want to work for this. I never tried these things, so.
In the local education or any education?
Like a high school, like a university, and you have a PhD, you have a like whatever, go up to this thing. So I never tried none of this because I didn't finish my school back home, and I didn't finish the school here. So I'm just doing work by, like, you know, work at warehouse, work at the mall, work at this. So you will find jobs. There's but like I'm not really sure about the cities because I live in Minneapolis. So Minneapolis have a more opportunity to find more jobs. You know, so I lived in Atlanta. It was kind of like, you know, it's kind of hard to find a job. You will find job, but it's not the money is not really good, you know, because they pay minimum wage.
Yeah.
So, you know, the minimum wage in the South is different minimum wage in the Midwest or North. So from state, city, it's different.
Yes.
I think Minneapolis was a good place to find a job. Like, there's a lot of jobs, and there is a lot of, like, you know, you can make good money. Business-wise...
You can make money for living by working just in a mall?
Shopping mall. So you have to think about it. Okay, so you work at the shopping mall, you get how much? $10 an hour?
Approximately, I don't know.
Yeah, $10 an hour. It's gonna be really hard for you to save if you're not spending, you know, money. So you need to save a lot of money to just do these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I think it's really hard. Like $10, if you have, you know, roommates and you spending less money, I think you will save money. Because, you know, $10 in South America is a lot of money.
Yes.
So, and North America still is a lot of money. If you from Mexico, Honduras, if you from any country in South America, $10 for you is a lot of money. So you can save money and you can just send money to your family, do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
But apartments and housing are so expensive here in America. How can you make money having just $10 an hour and spending lots of money on the housing?
There is a lot of things like roommates. I know in Minneapolis I saw a couple of apartments like maybe $400.
400?
Yeah,
just
just $400. Yeah.
Are they safe to live? Are they in bad neighborhood? Or
I mean, like
Minneapolis,
I don't think there's a bad neighborhood in Minneapolis. Even if it's bad, it's not bad as like you saying New York or Chicago, you know?
I see.
I mean, even if it's bad, it's not really that bad. Okay. You can still do 400 for like a roommate. You can still do 700 for the roommates, $800. I used to pay almost $800 for like, I used to live with 3 other people, and each of us have his own bathroom and his own room, so it was kind of cool, you know. I saved money to go to Spain that time, so I saved money for my trip and I saved money for my flight and everything.
Wow.
I was getting actually $11.75, not $10.
$11.75.
Yeah.
And you could save for the trip to Spain.
Yeah, trip to Spain, and I went to Egypt too. So that was like 2 trips together. I went to Spain and I went to Egypt.
That's amazing, I think, because people in Russia, of course, they have lower salaries, but it's lower housing as well.
Yeah.
And not everybody can afford to travel even close Spain or Egypt. Living in the US, getting the minimum wage, if you manage your money properly,
if you need to manage your money really good. So you have to think about anything before you buy or you know, anything.
Okay, what other advantages you can say about the United States?
You was talking about business. Yeah. So if you wanna,
business, jobs, I think.
I mean, like business sometimes depends on, you know, the people around you, what kind of business you wanna open. You have to think about it, you know. And you have to keep working harder so you will get whatever you want. Because here, as I say, there's a lot of opportunity. You can get really up, you can get really low. Try not to get low. When you get low, try to control yourself. Because here, if you went to a street, it's gonna be really hard to come back. I think there's a people care, but not a lot of people care. You know, you see a lot of homeless everywhere here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in big cities.
Big cities, yep. In hot cities too. In the west side is always a lot of homeless people.
San Diego, Los Angeles, So let's speak about disadvantages. You told me why you like United States, what you think is good here. Tell me about why don't you like United States? What kind of minuses you found while you was living in the US?
In the US, I don't like this system. You work to live.
Okay.
So you don't have time to do anything. If you stop working, you're gonna be homeless. Yeah, because there's not a lot of people gonna help you here. You have to be on your ass every day. There's a lot less people here taking vacation because they cannot afford the vacation. They can afford the vacation, but they're gonna lose their job.
Yeah.
Some jobs they give you 2 weeks off, they give you 3 weeks off. My job, I worked there for almost a year, but they gave me I think 3 weeks, but I was not paid. Yeah, but I didn't even care. I just want the vacation, you know.
So you mean you cannot just say your boss, hey, I want to just not work for a week? I don't need the payment. I mean, you're free to not working, right?
Yeah, but
you're
like my company, if you are part-timer, you can do that. If I was full-timer, but like I told them I'm just gonna leave the job because, you know, they can give me 2 weeks, they cannot give me 3 weeks, you know. And I went there, and when I came back, they told me we can get you back, but you know, you're just gonna apply from the beginning, and you're gonna get the minimum wage until you get raised, you know.
I see.
Yeah. So the system is kind of really hard because it makes you pay. They make you, if you want anything, they will give it to you. Like as I say, if you want a car, if you want a phone, if you want a new phone, if you want earbuds, if you want like a Beats, if you want a PlayStation, whatever you want, you can have it, but you have to pay.
Except freedom, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of payment. Everything is payment. Like I really don't like that I have to pay for my bills, for phone bills. Not my phone, like I pay all my phone, but my phone bills is kind of really even make me not good. And in a credit card, you have to do credit card to build your credit. You have to get
Isn't it everywhere? But you want the phone, you go to the company which is providing the phone, you're buying the plan and you're using it, right?
Yeah,
it's
so
same everywhere, no?
In Egypt, so if you buy a phone, you buy the service once. Maybe you don't have a credit to call the phone, but your phone will be working. They can call your phone for free, but you don't have much credit so you can talk to people, you know?
Yes.
No internet, no calling, but you still can receive calls, and I'm not sure about text message, but I think you still can receive calls. Here, if you don't pay your money, you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
You have to pay every month whatever money you're paying, you know.
Actually, in Russia, the same. You can receive incoming calls. For free.
This is. I mean, like I like that because maybe one time you don't wanna pay the money that you don't have money now.
Yeah.
They will send you a message like, oh, you have 2 days. If you're not paying, we're gonna cut this line. As I say at the beginning, that was all my problem. And I don't feel like I wanna stay here anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I feel as I'm into the system too much. I'm just working a lot. I don't have time to do anything, you know. You work from weekend to weekend. It's kind of really hard, you know.
Yeah.
And even I work at the mall, so it doesn't matter weekend or not. So I work weekends too. You know, when you start not loving your job, you just gonna just do it because you need the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't love it. Like I don't like that. I've been working a lot of jobs in the U.S. and most of them like I don't like them, you know.
I see.
Like the last one is I really like the people. Like this place and there's 2 other places. They have really nice, cool people. So that's why I want to go to the job to see those people because I love them. They're really nice, you know. But the job itself, no, I don't think so.
Do you think if you change the place, will it be changed? I mean, the situation with system and the job.
I know about that. Like I never try to just exceed my my opportunity. So I don't want to say something is gonna affect other people. You know, I'm just talking about my things. You know, my experience.
Yes.
So yes, so this is my experience. For me, I want to travel outside. And maybe I'll settle here. Like this is gonna be the settle down. When I settle, I'm gonna settle in here. Settle down. You know when you settle down? Yeah, I'm gonna settle down here in the US. Yeah.
But you want to travel?
Yeah, I want to just travel and I see the world. You know, because I have opportunity now to do it. Before it was really hard for me to travel. You know. Yeah. But now it's more or less easy.
Okay, that's amazing. Traveling, I love travel personally.
Yeah. Traveling is really good. I love it too.
By car, by plane, wherever.
Whatever kind of traveling is always good.
It's always also expensive, so you need just to figure out how to make money enough to live and travel in the same time.
I know. Most of places I'm planning to travel is, as I say at the beginning, US here give you diversity. So I know people from a couple countries, like I know you from Russia, and I know my friend Juan, he's from Colombia, and I have my girlfriend, she's from Barcelona. So, you know, I know a couple people, when I travel, maybe I'll stay with them, you know, they will host me and they will show me around the city, they will show me what favorite food, because I love food. Food is my favorite.
That's great.
Yeah, food is my favorite.
We say don't have 100 rubles, have 100 friends.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, friends would always help you. So I'm glad that the US give me that kind of diversity, so I can know a lot of people from different place. It will help me in my journey too. Like if I want to travel, if I want to go somewhere, you know. I'm planning to go this March, I hope. So I hope everything go great.
Everything will be all right. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm not worried. I'm just keep it on whatever gonna come.
Any other disadvantages you can remember?
Not really.
So you just don't like the system of US?
Yeah, this is just my experience because I've been here only 4 years. You know, there's people live here for 20 years, 25 years. They have a more experience than me, but this is all my experience that I know about the US.
But I totally agree with your experience. I also living in the US for 3.5 years. For example, I have a quite good car, BMW X5, and it's much easier to buy this car here in US. US giving you this opportunity. You can take it, take the good car. They will give you the loan, and you'll pay this loan. You'll be obligated to pay quite high amount of money.
Yeah.
So that means you will obligated to have a good job to pay for this
car. Yeah.
And that's long term. It's not 1 year. It's 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
You're taking it. You're making emotional choice, buying the car, and then paying. Same about the apartments. You want to have nice apartments, here you go, but pay.
Yeah.
And that's building your minimum payment, minimum salary, which you have always to pay for just your bills. And that's in the US is pretty high. You cannot really travel because you're in a trap, because the day you don't work in US, you're losing money. There is no such way like holiday like we had in Russia, in my opinion. Like in Russia, in a year, you have about 1 week or 1 week and a half just federal holidays, paid federal holidays. Wherever you work, you just have a holidays, and it's not counting as your vacation. It's just holidays from the government.
Yeah, okay.
And that's not the only one. You have in May, you have in June, you have many other ones. In US, you just have maybe 6 holidays in a whole year.
Yeah.
So 2nd of January, you go to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. For me, even because I work at the mall, there is no holiday, like there is no federal holidays.
Sunday,
It's
doesn't
like,
matter.
Doesn't matter. Sunday, Saturday, it's only Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, but you always work the second day. They open, so you work the second day.
Yes.
Yeah, so even here, Monday, you remember when we went to the store, like Martin Luther King Day?
Yes.
And it was still open. Everyone was open.
To summarize, Osman, correct me if I'm wrong, you're thinking that United States is a good country, you're very diverse, very developed, it gave you the opportunity to change your life, and you came to America. You're proud of that, but at the same time, you're feeling, while you was living here, that US has a system which is enslaving you. Even by giving you this opportunity, it's really enslaving you.
Yeah.
And this is really pissing you off, and you don't want to live in US for quite a while.
I just wanna travel and just see the world and see how is the life outside the US. And after that, you can compare it with the U.S. You know,
Yeah.
Because I only compare U.S. with Egypt because that's the only country I was there. But the U.S. is far away from Egypt. Like,
Yeah.
U.S. is much better than Egypt for everything. You know, except the people. The people from Egypt is way better than U.S. Like way
And
better.
the Red Sea.
And the Red Sea, of course. Of course, in the Red Sea, yeah.
Does it mean that you leave US right now and never return? Or does it mean that you will leave right now and will probably come back?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna come back.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is the, how you say, land of opportunity.
Yes.
So whatever time you come back, you'll figure it out something.
I see.
But you have to take care, you know. You don't want to go into the system because you're gonna be stuck, and you don't want to be stuck.
What about retirement?
I don't really care about retirement.
I'm too young. You say.
Yeah, I don't really care about retirement now, you know. I still pay for retirement in my tax. Like when they ask you for the retirement, I still pay for it. I didn't know it that I'm paying for retirement unless maybe...
You mean Social Security or 41K?
Yeah, it was 41K because they already take Social Security from me and they take the 401K for me too. So I didn't know that. So I was trying to take it off because I don't want to take I don't need time and money now, you know? But like I couldn't, and that's why I was just like, should I do it or not? I was like, I'm too lazy.
Thank you very much, Osman, for making this interview. It was a very interesting story. I think it will be useful for those who will watch this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like this video to support me. I'll be really thankful if you will subscribe to my channel. This helps to release new videos. Пока, пока.
Пока. Пока.
Please subscribe to my channel to not miss any video.